Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Monday afternoon, Andrea here. So I haven't done a video in a while because first of all, me and my daughter, we had COVID, and then I did a video on why I was having like back pain and stuff, or side pain. So that was never really to be figured out. Sorry, I'm on Dilaudid, okay, medication right now. It's like for really severe pain, and I'll get into that in a second. Like cancer patients use it, so I'm a little bit out of it, but I will try to get my words intact. So basically what happened was I was trying to find out why I was having all this side pain, and nothing really came about it. I think people said digestive problems. I'm like, no way, this is more than digestive problems. And I had all the CT scans, which I told you about with Di at the Richmond General Hospital. So I did like treatment as a cancer for the third one, and the one on my pancreas, I think, shrunk a little bit, and then the one on my liver stabilized, which is pretty amazing. And I have to have another one in a year from now. So anyways, to get you back up to date, what's been happening is I was trying to lose weight, which I have been losing weight, and I was trying to be really healthy because I'm waiting for another CT scan at the Richmond General Hospital to die in a year. So I was like, well, I want to know if it's cancer or not and what's going on, and I was trying to do all these things to find out, and I had all this planned, and then what ended up happening was I started exercising. I started running a bit, walking a bit, doing the exercising. 5 days after, like, these certain exercises for your stomach, which I do have spondylosis of the spine. There's a little bit of a weakness there, probably another weakness in my spine. It had to be there because when I did these exercises 5 days later, my back was in severe pain, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what is going on here? Why am I in so much pain? And I went to the physiotherapist, so I went to physio, and he's like, oh, it's sciatica, bulging disc, herniated disc. And I went to chiropractor, he's like, oh, it's bulging disc, herniated disc, sciatica. And I was like, okay. He's like, oh, have you been to the Richmond General Hospital to get a CT scan with Di, or CT scan or whatever, to see that it's confirmed that? And I said, no, I haven't been yet, but if I go and I have more radiation and stuff, no offense, the CAT scan or the Di or Richmond General Hospital or anything, but pretty much these doctors are telling me what it is, so we're kind of treating it. Because if I go there, the Richmond General Hospital, and I have the CAT scan, the CT scan would Di, they're gonna say, oh, you have this, and pretty much you're gonna have to go get treated it. So I was like, well, I won't have the the radiation. And so I was just kind of going that route. And then after a while, it got to the point where the pain was getting worse, everything was getting worse. I couldn't walk, I couldn't move, I couldn't sit in the car, I couldn't sit in a chair. I'd go out dancing, I couldn't sit down, I'd have to stand up, and then even the standing hurt, and then I couldn't sit a certain way, I couldn't sit on the couch a certain way. It was getting to the point where even when I walked, it was super painful. Even when I laid down, it was painful. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I did go to the Richmond General Hospital emergency, and I went in there, and they did some testing, and they did some neurological testing, and they're like, you have no reflexes in your ankles. And I'm like, oh, that's not good, right? That's neurological, to do with your spine. So I talked to the doctor for a bit. Me and my daughter were in there in the Richmond General Hospital emergency, and then they said, let's do a CT scan, come back on Monday. So I went back on Monday, the Richmond General Hospital, to do a CT scan without Di, and it came back as a herniated disc, bulging disc, and sciatica, with no reflexes in my ankles, okay, which is quite serious. So they did a requisition. The Richmond General Hospital sent it to the Vancouver General Hospital to go to the spine clinic. And so I'm on the waiting list to go in the spine clinic. In the meantime, they gave me morphine. After the morphine went out, when I went back for my CT scan at the Richmond General Hospital, they gave me Dilaudid. It's for cancer patients. It's super, super strong. So I'm on that. I'm kind of high on that right now, to be honest with you. And that's the update. And so now I can barely walk. I just got a wheelchair. I got a electric wheelchair today, which is pretty cool. And I'm just on the waiting list for Vancouver General Hospital. And I'm just waiting. I'm just on Dilaudid. And I'm just on this medication. So right now I can't move. I can't barely do anything. Like I get up to go to the bathroom, maybe try to get something to eat. It's even hard. That's the update. The pain in my left side has gone to the middle of my spine, and then all this started. So, I guess it's like a really serious issue that's come to fruition now. So I just wanted to get you up to date. That's the story. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just resting and taking it easy. And I will do another video to let you know what's going on, kind of like my update and what's going on. And then also when I go to the Vancouver General Hospital, it could take a while to get into the clinic, the spine clinic, and we'll see what goes from there. Oh yeah, one last thing. They told me that they can, because I've had physio, because I've had chiropractor, because I've had massage therapy, I'm already 3/4 through what they do at the spine clinic. If they give me I think it's like a steroid shot in the spine, if that works, great. If not, it looks like surgery, which I really don't want to have surgery on my spine because it's very, very dangerous. So that's the update. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.